Hey guys, so it's here bringing you the extra video of today. Now today's extra video is a league discussion. So this is the series that I jump on a topic and just talk about it really, give my opinions, my experiences, and encourage you guys to also join in the comments down below. And also by recommending other topics for me to talk about. Now today, we're going to be talking about league anxiety once again. So I have not spoken about this topic in quite some time, and I like to update stuff every now and then, whether my human nature, people change their opinions or they get new ones or they learn more stuff. So it's always good to revisit topics like this. So if you watched I think it was like a year and a half ago, maybe my last league discussion on anxiety and stuff, then maybe there'll be a few things different. But if you've never watched anything, then hopefully it'll help you. So and also will say I'm going to get on to recording the A to Z series. I'm going to do a bulk recording probably tomorrow of about 3 or 4 episodes. So then you'll have A to Z for the next few days as the second video. But for now, anxiety, league anxiety. So I am specifically going to be talking about league anxiety here, not just general anxiety, but I guess some of the lessons are applicable. Like you can use what I say here about league to normal anxiety in some cases. I'm not pretending I'm a doctor here. Basically, I'm just talking from experience. Now, some people be like, oh, Huz, you just treat ranked as normals, like you queue up and you don't even have a thought to it. True, I really don't. Ranked is basically my queue in League. It's my completely normal queue. I do not play normal games. I only really play ranked. And if I play normal games, I usually am bored out of my brain because I know at the end of it, I could try hard in this game, I could try to win, but I'm not gaining anything from it. So ranked really is only the game mode that I take seriously in League of Legends. Even, people in the comment section go, with my casual series of my friends in Flex Queue, they're going, only Huz would call Flex Queue casual. It's still ranked, there's still rating. Yeah, that is more of a normal game to me than ranked. So how have I become this? Because some people are like, I wish I was like that. I wish I could play ranked, but I'm stopping myself. I have that feeling that I just can't queue up. I used to be you, believe it or not. A few years ago, admittingly, but I used to be you back in Season 1 and Season 2. I 100% had league anxiety, that I would not queue up. I was physically shaking in some places with how anxious I was about just queuing up in ranked. And now we're here today, Season 7, that ranked is ranked, so it's nothing to me. And I will say this, the crazy thing is this has translated to me, it's changed me as a person, in that any video game that has a rank system, I'm not fazed by it anymore at all. It just doesn't get to me, because I'm so used to a ranked environment in League. If I go play something else, if I play Rainbow Six, CSGO, Overwatch, I don't get even nervous in those games about ranked. It's not a big deal. It's because how acclimed or acclimated or whatever, how used to I am in ranked in League. So how did I do it? So that's what this video is going to be. How did I go from being an anxiety, being a wreck, to this? First step was thinking about it more. And honestly, like, it's that simple. I remember how I got over anxiety in League, and I literally said to myself, I'm not going to get over it if I do not play. That was a very basic step. That's step number 1. I was like, okay, so I need to get over this. League of Legends now, back in, again, I was anxious in Season 1 and Season 2. League was not my main game back then. World of Warcraft was, but then suddenly League of Legends became my main game. And as soon as it became my main game, I was like, well, I need to play ranked. So, this is now my main game. I need to do something competitive. I need to get over my anxiety. So now it's my main game, and I will not get over my anxiety if I do not do it. The less you do it, the more you think about, like, not doing it, the more anxious you're going to get, the worse feeling you're going to get. So that was one step. It's just literally going, I just need to play more. Second step was forcing myself to play. Literally forcing myself. Just clicking that play button, getting in game, and then I have to play. Like, boom, I'm in game. I have to do it. I'm in game with everybody. And I was awful. God awful at the beginning. I remember Season 1, I went 0-6. I only played 6 games of ranked in Season 1 because I was that nervous. Lost all 6. Season 2 got a little bit better. Season 3 is where my anxiety started to go away and I played a lot more. And I got to Diamond 1 in Season 3 originally. And it was just forcing myself to play. The more you play something, the more you get used to something, the more it becomes normal to you. Like going to the gym. Right now, at the moment, I'm like, oh, going on that treadmill, going on that exercise bike, having that protein shake instead of something to eat. It's annoying and it's an annoyance, but the more I do it, the more I'm used to it. Like, I'm doing it every day. And if I do that with League, which I did, it becomes you. It becomes habit. That's how humans work. You start a new job, you're not used to everything, you don't exactly know what you're doing. Within a month, you know what you're doing, then you're fine. It's everything like that. And that's the exact same way that at least my anxiety worked. Again, I'm not trying to pretend to go, this is your solution, this will work for you, because some people it won't. Some people will have anxiety for their whole life. And one thing to say, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's different. And doing more of one thing may not help you. But for me, it personally did, and that was a big one. The next one was seeing improvement in myself helped a lot with anxiety. A lot of people who have ranked anxiety, again, stereotype incoming, are lower rating. You won't generally have a diamond player that is anxious about ranked. It's a common thing, you know, the bronze, silver players that are a little bit, you know, lesser experienced in the game, they're more nervous because they're like, oh, I really don't want to go lower rated. I really don't want to go lower rated. Because I'm going to be honest, most lower rating people care about their rating than most high rating people. Because the high rating people just care about being good. And then when you're good, you'll just go up naturally. Where lowering rated people, for them, it's not about being good. It's about trying to get gold or trying to get silver. They care more about their rating. So they just don't want to go down. And that's what the most anxiety driven thing is down there. So I would say to you is when you start to see improvement, if you are forcing yourself to play ranked, you're getting better at the game, you're going up in rating, that anxiety level also goes away too, because you're just like, hey, I just won a game. Awesome. That was great. So that's another thing. Another big one that I did, but it's a bit weirder nowadays, and I'm not really sure if you can do it anymore the way that I did, but I'll mention it, is ranked 5s. Ranked 5s for me was a brilliant way of getting rid of that anxiety that I had, because it's a ranked environment, there's rating on the line, but there's no, you're with people, if you make sense. You know, I'm not an advocate for, like, you know, taking flex queue that seriously. I really wish there was a ranked 5s ladder back in the game. But if you are somebody that is a bit anxiety, like, you know, whatever's, do flex queue with 3 or 5 friends. You know, just do it, because you'll get used to playing ranked. You'll be used to losing rating. You're used to gaining rating in a ranked environment. But at least you're online with people. At least you're talking to friends and stuff like that. And I used that. I used ranked 5s back in the day, and then eventually I moved on to tournaments. Tournaments is another great one to do. Even if you're not very good at the game, you can enter online tournaments, and that's a tournament. Tournament is like a step up from solo queue, because it's literally you're winning things. And you know, I think that was a big one for me as well. When I started to win tournaments or come into top 3, why would I be nervous about solo queue when I'm in tournaments with hundreds of teams? Like the Go4LOLs, they're not that crazy tournaments, but there's like 200 teams or something that start in Go4LOL, or 600. It's like a crazy number. And then I make it to the top 3 teams. Like, I'm never going to be nervous about solo queue if I can do this. So that was another big thing that helped me. And then, honestly, the final one is time. It's that simple. Like I mentioned to you guys, I was anxiety-driven in League of Legends in Season 1 and Season 2. We're now in Season 7. It's been 7 years since the start of me playing this game. I'm used to it. League of Legends is part of my life now. Yeah, obviously I've got a job in it, but I'd say even if I was not a YouTuber and I still was just a normal ranked player, and no, like, you know, just an average player, I would not have anxiety now. I've played too long to have anxiety. It's just part of me. So just time. If it's your first year or two, don't worry. Like, I was there with you. My first year/2 years was anxiety of ranked. Then I spam normal games. My main account has around, I think it's about 1,700 normal wins. Yeah, about 1,500 of those is the first 2 years. I only played normal games, really, and then boom, only played ranked. I've only played around, I don't know. Honestly, on Summoner's Rift, I've probably only played about 50 solo queue games. 50 normal games on Summoner's Rift, probably in the last 4 years. That's it. I don't play rank. I don't play normals. So that's pretty much it. That's my story of how I got over anxiety. Again, this may not work for you. You know, my method is play more, force yourself to play more, and wait till your body and mind gets used to it. That's what I did. And I know for some people it's like, yeah, but how did you force yourself? Self-power, like, I can't teach you that. I can't, you know, it's like someone standing over the diving board. I can't push you. You have to do that yourself. But just do it. Like, honestly, it's not that bad. Remember, the one thing to say, it's a video game. it doesn't matter. Like, it matters for me way more than it will any of you watching, most likely, because this is my job. I will probably get flamed if I go down in rating. It still doesn't bother me that much. So if it doesn't bother me that much, for an average player that doesn't have thousands of people watching, it's not going to affect your daily life. It's not going to affect how well you do, how much you sleep, how much you eat. It's a video game. And the moment, by the way, if it ever starts to affect those things, if League ever starts to affect that, oh, you're not in the mood to eat, you can't sleep because you're thinking too much about League, have a break. Trust me, have a break, because you are overdoing a video game that you're supposed to be just doing for fun, remember? But that's going to be it. That's the extra video of the day. I just wanted to share my thoughts on anxiety. Fairly basic, I know. But some people just need to kind of hear this stuff, and they'll go, okay, Huz was me once. You know, I was that bronze/silver player that was so nervous about ranked, and now look where I am. You can do it. I believe in everybody. So let me know what you guys think about anxiety. If you've got any tricks of the trade, leave them down below. If you are nervous about ranked, talk about it down below and encourage each other. Again, I want this community to kind of bond together in times like this that just help each other. And, you know, if you need some people, if you're like, oh, the ranked 5s flex thing seems like a good idea, feel free to come on my Discord. And we've got a channel called Looking for Game. Feel free to ask in there. There are people, we've got, I think, 2 friend communities now that have literally made each other friends from this Discord. They did not know each other before this. So that's cool. So feel free to join the Discord. It'll be linked down below. The join code is Huzzy Games. But that's it. So like it, subscribe. See you guys next time.